Hello class, let's continue our discussion for this course, Fundamentals in Food Service Operation. So for this particular online lecture, we are going to discuss about the introduction to food and beverage services. In the last lecture, we discussed about the different terms and words being used in the food and beverage industry or hospitality and tourism industry. So we are now in module 1 and we will jump into unit 1, the food and beverage service department. So this is the objective for this particular unit. At the end of this unit, you should be able to discuss the importance of the food and beverage services industry to tourism sector and identify the duties and responsibilities of a food and beverage service staff. Also practice the professional skills required for the food and beverage service staff, and also observe personal safety practices and observe the 5S of good housekeeping. I hope that you can still recall what are the 5S. So let's listen for this short explanation regarding the introduction of the food and beverage service
Food and
department.
Beverage Service, NC2, Introduction to Food and Beverage Service. Providing food and
Since we only
beverage
have
service
a limited time,
involves
we
a
need
series
to
of
proceed
activities.
to the next slide. So we will discuss about the food and beverage service department. So we are now in lesson 1. So for the introduction, the tourism industry is one of the biggest industry worldwide, contributing trillions of US dollars to the global economy annually. So from being just concerned about travel and recreation, the tourism industry has grown into the complex network involving many other sectors of this. One of these is hospitality. So this is one of the biggest industry worldwide. And also the goal of the hospitality industry is very simple. It is to ensure that the basic lodging and food and beverage needs of the guests are well provided. So the relationship of the hospitality industry to tourism lies on the chances that a person away from home might also need a hotel or stay or a food establishment to eat. So either a person stays in the hotel or goes to a local food establishment, he or she is treated as guests. Now, in the hospitality industry, the guests and their satisfaction are a top priority. If the guests are not satisfied with the services rendered by the staff, so there's a big chance that they will not return to the establishment. And a big part of the satisfaction comes from a well-delivered food experience. That is why you will undergo trainings, seminars, and also this particular course. For 4 years, you will be trained, you will be informed what are the importance or the steps, the strategies to deliver a very well-delivered food service to the guests. So as they experience this particular service that rendered by the staff, so if they are satisfied, they will have a chance that they will return to the establishment. And if you personally provide a high quality service, there's a big chance that you will receive a tip from the guests. And as the tourism industry expands its scope, so does the food and beverage service also expanded. So there are types of food and beverage service establishment. So we will discuss about the different types of F&B service establishment. So food and beverage service operations can be classified either commercial or non-commercial. When we say commercial, it is the food and beverage establishment includes most F&B service which aim to generate profit. From the word commercial, it means that the guests will pay in exchange to the food and beverage as well as the services. Once we hear the word non-commercial, it means that the food and beverage service are mainly subsidized and aim to provide welfare more than to earn revenue. Okay, it is more on welfare rather than to earn a revenue. So once you will graduate in this particular program, you are expected to work in a commercial food and beverage or any hotel or resort. However, different food and beverage services have their unique characteristics, which can always be reflected by their menus, services, and themes. So, I will present to you the common food and beverage service establishment. So, I will provide 7 examples, which is the basic or the common. Number 1, we have fine dining. Fine dining restaurants, this one. So, the fine dining restaurants offer a very high standard in all aspects of their operations. Okay, they provide a high standards in all aspects of their operations, and including an extensive menu, good quality service, facilities, and decor, and also service accompaniments and others. So the fine dining restaurants employ a well-trained and highly skilled wait staff. Okay, as you can observe, the table setup is more complicated compared to other types of establishments. Next is the casual dining restaurants. This one, casual dining restaurants. These are food and beverage establishments that serve moderately priced food, not compared with the fine dining, which is very expected, it's very expensive. But for the casual dining restaurants, it is moderately priced food in a casual atmosphere. So the casual dining restaurants usually provide the table service and comprise a market segment between fast food and fine dining establishment. Okay, it is in between the fine dining and the fast food. And the next one is, they call it cafes. There are small social gathering places or shops that sell food and drinks. It is a small establishment. We also have specialty restaurants here. These are dining establishment that emphasizes on one particular food products or one type of ethnic cuisine in its menu and marketing. So for example, Mang Inasal, they have a specialty or specialized products, which is the Mang Inasal, sinugbang manok, and then the other menu is just a add-ons, but they have a special or the focus in a particular menu. And we also have bars here. Bars can be individual business or part of a larger operations like a restaurants. So the physical setup of bars is critical to set the ambience and the theme of the establishment. So these establishments allow guests to meet and socialize for both business and pleasure. So for the they call it department, food and beverage department, there are 2 main branches of the F&B department. They have kitchen and dining. So other restaurants in the dining, they have bar. Okay, they have dining and they have bar. And other establishment, they have a separate function of the bars. Next is cafeterias. Okay, it is very common, especially in the schools or any universities. These are food and beverage establishments where there is a little or no table service. Okay, there's no table service. It is a self-service. So the guest or the customer will get their food in this station. So cafeterians can be restaurants or a dining area in an institution in which guests select their food. Okay, I do believe that you also experience this one. You will choose the food that you like. You just say to this person, you like this pancit, you like this fried chicken. Okay, and then you will just bring the plates with the food on it, and the guests can again select their food at a counter and carry it on the tray to a table available after making payments. So after you have provided the payments, after you have selected the food that you like and you pay your food to the cashier, you will bring the tray consisting with the plates and foods, and you will find a vacant tables. Okay, and then we also have fast food restaurants. They have also a similarity with the cafeterias. Fast food restaurants, these are establishments offering limited choices of popular food at reasonable prices like McDonald's, Jollibee, and other fast food restaurants. There are only limited food. For example, in Jollibee and in McDonald's, it is more on the spaghetti and the fried chicken. So fast food restaurants may be small and suited to the local area, offering local delicacies, while some may be part of an international chain. I will just also add a certain important areas. As you can observe in Jollibee and McDonald's, they have used the color yellow and red. There is a reason for that. So we'll just tackle that in our next module or next lesson.